Hi, I'm Deb from Skein Sisters. One question that we get asked all the time is if you're knitting a jumper from the top down, where do you actually join the yarn when you've finished one ball and go on to the second one? It can be quite difficult, can't it? Because you're going around and around and you haven't got a really obvious place to actually say, right, this is the spot that's not going to show. What I like to do is I think about where the side seam is. So this is my metamorphic sweater that I am getting through at the moment. And this one, I chose it because it's really obvious where your side seam is. You imagine it's right down here where these slip stitches are. My top here, for instance, which is the roving summer top, doesn't have such an obvious place where it is. So you have to just imagine where that side seam is. And that's where I like to actually change my yarn. So even if I've got more and I've got enough to come around to the center front or something, I'm going to stop it there and actually just swap to the new ball at that point around the side seam. It's going to be covered by your arm, so any little inconsistencies, they're just not going to show up quite so much. The really tricky time, so I've got to do all of this in a second, which is why I thought about it. The trickier part is when you're actually up the top here and you haven't got the side seam. You've got the front, the back, and the shoulders, and all of those bits are on show. And I've actually joined it just here. So just underneath the, where is it? Can I feel it? Just about here. So it's just on the edge of your arm. And if you see there, you've got all these folds of fabric here that actually cover up anything. You know, sometimes you get a little bit of a bump where you're actually sewing your end in, but that's the place there or at the back in a similar sort of position that's going to show the absolute least. The places you do not want to do it is right here, or the same on your back, right in the center of your back. They're going to be really obvious if anything is not quite as neat as we like to be. So knitting in the round, do it on your side seams.